All right, Bulls, what's cracking? Happy Sunday. Hope that you've had a fuck the phone off over there while we make this. What's cracking? Hope you've had a good holiday, working holiday. If you've had a good holiday, was in the hospital yesterday with Gran. She's all good, if you're wondering. She was sodium deficient, and it was sending her into a somewhat of a delirium. But she's all good, back to her cheeky self, and that's great. And yeah, in the crypto, diving in, what I want to focus on mainly in this video is the altcoins because they're starting to move a little bit. I haven't had a much time, obviously, in hospital for most of the day yesterday, but to look into the altcoins, obviously they're moving. It's a good time. The altcoin trade ideas, trade setups channel is pumping. It's active, a lot of green, good stuff. Recording them all. Got an Excel spreadsheet. Obviously, it's not massively full right now, but you can see got the date, the coin, the trader, status, TP1, TP2, TP3, max out on 3 take profit notices, total. And yeah, some old Joe not doing too well there, but we're going to log this out. We're going to have a leaderboard. There's going to be 15 traders, and we're going to see, including myself, who's performing. And we will be more inclined to take their trades, obviously. So it's good. We've all got professionals that are paid to post those guys that we are putting in the Trade Ideas channel, so that they are relatively qualified. I mean, I didn't test them myself, but apparently qualified. They're paid by 5,000 plus other subscribers. So there's them plus us mixing in, find out who's on a good streak, and we'll go from there. But the first thing I want to show you is something that I just saw, and there's a Bitcoin CME chart. Bitcoin CME chart is more technically accurate than the normal Bitcoin chart. Trades 5 days a week ish, and then it is mainly traded by institutions. So that skip much more technically accurate. Like I said, pattern following, channel following. You can see this huge downtrending channel that it's in, but something interesting that it's and also daily chart one candle equals 1 day, and that was 450 days, but it's been a few days now. So what we're up to is 460 days, year and a half. But what I wanted to show you is it's trying to break the top trend line. So that's pretty very significant, very significant. So we could have a bit of a double bottom going on here. We could be getting something like this, and then break, retest that, and in turn that puts in a higher low. I mean, that's if we get a firm and clear break and more upside, because there's a bit of momentum, a bit of tailwind on Bitcoin right now. If that does happen, this huge 460. So the longer a channel or a pattern has been adhered to, then obviously the more important, more serious it becomes. So we're watching the next couple of days. I mean, it's either going to get rejected or it's going through this thing. So I mean, a trend line is defined by 3 touches typically, and you can see here that we've only got 1 and 2. Well, that's 3, but basically that's a swing low. So 1 2 1 2, but you can't deny that there is a parallel channel going down there, because the distance between there and there is the same as there and there. It's the parallel channel function on TradingView that you can see right there, parallel channel. Anyway, big moment for Bitcoin actually, and it's coming at a time where a lot of bears are around. It's not very cool to be bullish, and that's usually when that's when the market turns. Those moments. So that's cool. That's interesting, and yeah, super fun. But yeah, we're talking about altcoins. So I'll just quickly touch the dollar too. Crazy fall from grace. Again, a massive trend line that was going on for the dollar. You got the fake out. Boom, so many touches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bear trap. 5. Bust out. And that's just where everybody gets fucked around and extremely confused, novice traders. And then so the Bitcoin and risk assets inversely correlated somewhat to the dollar, because you buy risk assets with the dollar. So when you're buying assets, you're buying them with dollars. Therefore, you're selling the dollars, buying the risk assets. Sell pressure on the dollar. Somewhat remembering also that this is just the US dollar measured against a basket of other currencies, but it is inversely correlated somewhat, so it's worth talking about. But what we really want to talk about right now is the altcoins. So Bitcoin dominance can be seen as the on and off switch to altcoins, and it's a bit of a shit sort of way of measuring that, but it does hold true in the sense that Bitcoin versus the rest of the crypto market. So how much of the total market share does Bitcoin hold? And when this is trending down, Bitcoin is losing market share. So out of all the money measured by TradingView, calculated by TradingView and CryptoCap, out of all the money in crypto, 41.06% of it, 0.7% of it, is in Bitcoin. So when there's a stale and stagnant market, and it's just the same money cycling between Bitcoin and the altcoins, this is especially powerful metric because you can see where the flow is. And the flow right now is out of Bitcoin and into altcoins, or just out of stable coins and into more altcoins than Bitcoin. So how we can see that is we can go to total 3 or total 2. So total 2 includes Ethereum. Total 3 excludes, you can see up there, excludes Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I've got a bit of writing here from another time. Another fallen pizza. Breakout to the upside, retest, and overhead resistance. That ended up being spot on, and then we come down a lot further. So this is total. This is all the money in altcoins. So I'm not sure. I'd be lying if I told you how many altcoins they're measuring because there's new altcoins made every single day. But the ones that they're measuring in, and it must be a fair few of them because there's $314.924 billion in all the altcoins that they're measuring. So as in like worth of value, so the market caps all added together of every coin. You see the market cap in CoinGecko. Oh shit. CoinGecko, and obviously if you didn't know, crypto's ranked by market cap. You can see here Bitcoin is number 1 because it has the highest market cap. So market cap equals price times circulating supply. So the reason for that is because these coins have different amounts of coins out there available. So you can't just measure off price if Bitcoin has 21 million and Ethereum has 120 million. And so there's more of them. So therefore, if you measured them by price, it would be incorrect. So you measure them by price times the amount that are out there. And then that equals market cap. So market cap is the way of measurement. And see all these altcoins, add all their market caps together, whatever ones they've done, whether it's the top 100, top 200. I might Google that later. Yeah, so you can see money just leaving all these altcoins, and then something changed, especially if we zoom in down the bottom here on the 4-hour chart. Getting a little bit laggy on the laptop. Don't tell me to get a desktop, man. Range. So yeah, so just price action is in ranges, humans are in ranges, and chickens are free ranges. So we go boom, 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 and then you can just see that there is an equal amount of money in the altcoins. So this is how much money sort of in the altcoins. It's not really, but if they were all to sell magically at the price that they were all valued at the exact same time, that's how much they were. But it's relative, and it's just how it's all we got. It's all we got. But you can see here something changed. Got a break above the overhead resistance, so more money came in. So an extra couple of $1 billion, extra $2 billion worth of value slipped itself into the crypto market. And that for a couple of days there, or maybe 2 days, January 7th of Jan, 8th of Jan, 2 days, something's changed. And then all of a sudden, bang, bang, bang. So that is a change in market structure, and an uptrend is starting. an uptrend has begun to form or attempt to form, because that it's starting to come into where it was previously. So there is new money, well, old money coming back into the market, or new money coming into the market. New money that was probably old maybe 6 months ago. Maybe people are starting to put money into altcoins again, right? So it's just had a bit of a turnaround, albeit that does happen regularly. But you can see there's a range here, and it pretty much stayed relatively the same amounts of money in here for a couple of months. Same amounts of money in altcoins for a couple of months right there, and then ejecto ceto right there, and to a new range. So nothing, there was no uptick past the range high of new money from November to December. Man, proper lag, and god damn, delete this shit, close this shit. Yeah, so as something's different. That's about it. Yeah, I'll keep this pretty short. Let's look at the funding rate. A Bitcoin funding rate, aggressively long. A lot of people, you can see how it sort of works, where at times when the price is going completely flat, it's just waiting for the majority to turn more like the majority to turn bearish there with the little flash of red, and then the next tick is a huge green uptick, and that happens very often. Little flash of red, and then we go up. Didn't happen here, but then it did go up. It was just a bit of a head fake liquidity grab. Needed some more liquidity to go up, so sort of did. Just went down first. Yeah, didn't happen there. It went down and then sideways and here, but it does happen. Yeah, it does happen, especially in bullish markets when we just get a little red tick of funding rate and she flies high. A lot of people were bearish there, and then got a massive run to the upside. So funding rate's not perfect, but it's just really good to see what the majority are doing. And the majority have been bullish for the last 2 weeks by the looks of that, about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. They've been pretty bullish, so you can't really argue that. You got to remember also that it's relative to where it is at the time. So on huge bull market runs, it goes green as a motherfucker. So when retail are involved, green as a motherfucker. And you can see anyways here, these little red spouts, sort of similar to what I was just talking about earlier. So you get 1 day of red there. If you can see that, 1 day of red there above the cursor. Bang. 1 day of red there. Bang. What happened there? 1 day of red there. Bang. So literally timed all the bottoms. 1 day of red there. And then bang. But yeah, just unbelievable selling. So that sort of shit goes on. Bit of red here. Bit of red here. I'm talking about the predicted funding rate. And then bang. Jafilman. And then, yeah. So much more, like I said just before, much more accurate in an uptrend. And that just proves that. What altcoins are doing good? Lido. See, these are the ones that Lido, Rocket Pool, Mutable X. There's still a metaverse appetite by the looks of that. Zilliqa, old school. See, watch the ones closely that are pumping in the bear market times, because that will be, a lot of the time, they are the ones getting accumulated. So like someone comes in, big money, say, someone with a shitload of money, they want to start accumulating some altcoins for the next run. They'll come in, they'll say, oh, I want $2 million worth of Lido. And then if they've got any financial advisor, anybody that knows, will say, oh, you'll definitely move the price of Lido with $2 million. If you just market buy it, you should slowly accumulate it. And then they're just like, yeah, all right, well, we've got 7 days. I'm going to accumulate it over that. And then you've got 74% price increase. They would have got their best nibbles at the start, but big money into altcoins moves them. So you can sort of gauge-ish where the big money's buying. It's just good to take note of the overperformers in the bear market, except So this is the sort of the is that ones that are getting overly shorted, they're going to pump like nothing ever seen before as well. So for example, Solana right there, like with all that bad Solana news and stuff, too many shorts. So too many people short in Solana, they need to get wrecked, send it up, liquidate them all. So it's either, so you've got two things. You've got the shittest ones that are no good, but they're getting overly shorted. So they're too obviously shit. They're getting overly shorted, and then the greedy piggies that are shorting it need to pay, so they send it up. Or you've got the legitimately good ones that are getting accumulated, and you can accumulate things sneakily, but if you got enough money and you really want to buy them, you can't be too sneaky with the accumulation because it's going to move the price, unless you're doing OTC orders over the counter. So somebody's just doing it behind the scenes. Someone goes up, hey, look, I'm looking for somebody that wants to sell like $5 million worth of Sandbox, who wants to do it for the price of 50 cents a pop, flat for the whole lot. And then someone says, yeah, I'll sell you $5 million worth of Sandbox for 50 cents flat, all of them. And then someone like Coinbase will do an OTC, will middleman that, do an OTC deal, take a cut. But people do move the price, can't hide it. So two good things to remember: altcoins, keep track of them, take notice of the overperformers in the bear market, because they may be the outstanding overperformers in the bull market as well, because they're getting accumulated heavily in the bear market. And then also watch out for just the shit ones that are just getting short squeezed. So there you go. Peace and love. How much? That's 16 minutes. Bit long, but good to catch up. Have a good rest of your week. What's tomorrow? Tuesday. Ebook on. And we'll stay in touch anyways. Markets are starting to get a little bit frothy. It's a little bit exciting. So we'll see what goes on. Peace and love. Take it easy. Talk soon.